What is up, YouTube land? We're back. Saga Frontier. First we did the red, then we did, I think Riki was next, then we did Lute, then we did Emelia. Now we have T260, blue, and Asalus left. What are we gonna pick? Oh, by the way, this is not the remaster, this is the PS1 one, and we are gonna pick T260. The order we're gonna do it is T260, then Asalus, then blue. Blue's the last one, although his quest isn't the greatest. Blue is the strongest character, and we'll see why that matters.
I don't need system data!
I don't need system data!
So, if you're curious about how this game, we'll explain things as they go on, but we'll be a little bit more intricate and detailed in our previous playthroughs, because we just don't want to repeat ourselves over and over. So check those out if you haven't already.
It'll be on the same playlist that this is on.
And they're not long because we skip a lot of the grinding.
Yep.
So each one is only like a couple parts long.
So we start out with this young lad who is foraging for things.
Saga Frontier's OST. So good.
So good. Man, there's nothing left in this crater. Meanwhile, get ready for the music. Warning, we have been hit. Warning, we have been hit. Continue battle impossible. Calm down. Can we re-enter the region? Possibly, but landing is impossible. Alright. After re-entering the region, all personnel must evacuate ship. This is goodbye. Farewell, Captain.
Look at that cool guy. That I don't think is ever referenced again.
No. Initiating evacuation. Confirming. All personnel have evacuated safely. Removing ship's protective shield. All energy now being transferred for propulsion. No! Ship can now continue mission. Starboard 120. So this ship mad crashed. Although... yeah. Something is revived from the ship. This is a really cool effect, especially for back then.
Yeah, this is one of the few times that you see one of the characters in like full non-chibi sprites.
Yep. And it's kind of a secondary character. This looks so bad. And after finally finding a living core, so he found a core from this ship from however many years ago, and the core is being put into this body, this mech body. That's how it goes. I had to make this with scrap parts. Was the core really alive? See for yourself. There, you can move it. It's alive! It looks dead, thank God. Live ones bring less money. You were thinking of selling them, sis? Of course, even the worst core can bring in at least a month's rent.
Why would dead ones bring more money? That doesn't make any sense.
Must be my ingenuity. That was scary. This seems like an evil mech. Oh, it be. I mean, it's gotta be evil with this music playing right now.
Walk, walk, walk.
Getting his sailor legs.
Yeah.
Confirming status of moving parts, condition, deplorable, attack deplorable, defense deplorable. I brought you back to life and you're complaining? Deplorable, some gratitude. Confirming next mission, unable. It must have been a combat model. A combat model? Yes, I finally hit the jackpot. Repairs needed. Combat model, huh? I'm Time. I dug you out of the crater. You ought to be grateful. Time. State your rank in class. I don't know. I'll call you Sir Time. Heh, Sir Time. That's weird. No more talk time. Go find some scrap parts. State your rank in class, miss. Heh, he called you miss. Shut up, Time. I'm Rosemary, Time's big sister. Rosemary and Time, get it? You can call me Rose. Are you the officer in charge of Sir Time? Ha, yeah, something like that. Stop teasing Uncle Taco. That's Uncle Taco. He knows lots about mechs and machines. In fact, he assembled you. You're an engineer, Sir Uncle Taco. Don't put Sir in front of everything. Just call me Taco. What is your name? Model T260. What do we call him? T260. How about T260? Make sure you put a G on the end. After all, I assembled him. I will never in my entire life understand this.
It must be just a Japanese, like, lost in translation thing. Because it would be T260T if it was, like, after taco or something.
Yeah, I will never understand that in my entire life. My sister's always telling me not to wander around, but I'm not alone anymore. Let's go on expeditions. And I'm the captain. Yes, sir, time. Yes, captain, time.
Yeah, T260G is literally just made up of junk parts, and he's just a living core. Which is why, in some of the other playthroughs, you can change T260's body to, like, a bunch of mech bodies.
You should get your memory card checked. I like this. You can't just break into someone's house. Okay. We're gonna go straight to the combat arena. This is the junk battle arena. I'm not supposed to come here, but I sneak in sometimes. Don't tell my sister I brought you here. We're gonna meet the most based character in existence ever. I didn't mean to talk to that guy. You look like you're new around here. Again! Oh, it's you, Time. Is that yours? Yeah, I found the core in a crater and Taco reassembled it for me. Looks pretty good. It's a combat medal. Oh yeah? You're gonna let it fight today? Well, if it's combat medal, it's gotta be strong. I'll bet on it. Now kick some butt. Let's do it. So we're just... This Saga Frontier, because it has 7 different quests, it is out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah.
I am fighting all of a sudden. I mean, obviously you can explore more, but...
That's why Saga Frontier is a weird game where I think it's infinitely replayable. Like, doing all 7 characters on at once is, like, easy for me. And, like, coming back to this game over and over because it's so quick and the gameplay mechanics are so unique, I love them. But it's also one of those things that, like, going back or trying to play this game for the first time is so hard for newcomers.
Yes. It has a steep learning curve. I mean, obviously there's not many places you can go here, but still. Holy moly. Alright, so the biggest thing to know about T260G's quest is... excuse me. We're going to have a lot of mechs. At least 2 mechs, if not 3. Generally, I don't like to have any mechs in my party, although sometimes I'll have 1. So the big thing about mechs is they don't gain experience after each battle. What you have to do is you have to put things onto it. And, I'm sorry, let me explain that better. Put equipment on it. When you put equipment on it, it gives you better, stats. So putting this junk bazooka raises my strength, my HP, and everything. So whenever we get anything, we are going to want to do that. So we're gonna fight 3 battles.
Mechs can learn, like, some abilities. You can download the data of destroyed mechs. So they do evolve a little bit, but, like, 99% is just equipping stuff to them.
Yes.
So they're very different from the other classes. Although I guess monsters also don't really evolve. You just, like... But you can absorb new abilities, and what abilities you have transforms you into a different monster.
I also do not like monsters. So when I did that, when it says, do you want to gather the data from this, sometimes you'll get, it'll say recharge, sometimes it'll actually be something. So every time we get an item, even if it's something like junk, we want to put it on, because not only do we get the defense from this, but we get a little bit more HP, which is nice. Alright, we're going to do one more fight.
And if you abuse the money glitch in this game, you can get a mech to have max HP and, like, max attack in, like, 2 seconds.
Spoilers, that's what I'm going to be doing, because I have to have at least 1 mech. And honestly, T260 doesn't get a whole lot of good party members, so I might end up with 3 mechs, which I don't like, but...
I think when I played this, I did 4 mechs again.
Yeah. I can also have Lute, so I'm probably going to have Lute. I'm trying to think of who else. I have it all written down.
I like Lute, but he's, like, objectively one of the worst humans.
He is, yeah. Good. Oh, I'm glad he did that. I might not have to use the repair, Keep doing that. Awesome. Ooh, that's wonderful. I mean, I'm taking very little damage, but... No rock cannon. How much do I have? 36. I have to use it. That's a shame. He could die in this next hit, but... You actually die if, this isn't like one of those, like, tutorial kind of things. Ah, dang it. Well, whatever. This isn't one of those tutorial kind of things.
You just had no idea it was going to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Broken rifle. That's actually pretty key. This is actually something I never knew until this playthrough, and I've played this game so much. I find that because it's so random, I am finding new stuff out all the time.
Yeah, that's why I probably played through all the characters like 5 or more times a piece.
So I didn't know this. You get this broken rifle, right? Can you even put it on right now? Okay, attack power 1, bullets, nothing. And you come back to Taco. You got broken bumper. Let me fix them. Now they're as good as new. You got junk. Let me fix them. You got broken rifle. Let me fix them. I never knew this.
I think I knew that from the last playthrough, but it is like something that's very easy to miss.
And like, okay, now I'm much stronger.
Yeah.
Like... And honestly, I was having a really hard time with, there's a mini-boss coming up. And yes, I know we're literally 5 minutes into the gameplay, but that's just kind of how Saga Frontier rolls. But yeah, I never knew that, and now I have the easy rifle, which is so much better than obviously having to do just punching.
Yeah.
Feels good. The last time I looked it up, I wrote it down. I don't have it on top of me, but I think the last time I played Saga Frontier for LPs was 2021. So I try to do one a year. Obviously, I missed last year, so maybe I'll do T260 and then a couple months do Asalus or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it super fast. How many times do I have to tell you not to come here? What if T260G breaks? Don't worry, he's really strong. Time. This core breaks, he can never be revived. You ever think of that? What was that? I really wish Gen could help me here, but he just doesn't.
He's probably just drunk right now.
I'll beat up anyone who disobeys Mr. Caballero. Knock it off. We're not afraid of you or Caballero. T260G, get him. You can't handle that monster. What about it? Can you beat him? Repeating command. Attack enemy mech. Let's go. But yeah, I never knew that you could take broken stuff to Uncle Taco. I also don't think you can ever come back to this area.
I don't think so.
So, like, he only does it for just that, and that's it. I'm hoping with the easy rifle, I'm able to actually beat this.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Without that repair kit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because punching is, like, essentially nothing. Alright, I have 111 left. Good. Because I think it takes the same, about. Let me go first. Yeah! Die. Yeah!
Yeah,
Dude, the first time without that easy rifle, I got BTFO'd. Alright. Combat Mastery collected. Well, I'll show you that in a sec once we're done with this story stuff. This should do it. Try not to get thrashed next time. Thank you, Sir Taco. And no more of that Sir business. Hey, you're pretty good. If you don't really look like a Terminator. Thank you, Miss Rose. Where's Captain Time? Captain Time? Why does it make you call him that? He'll never grow up. He wants to find some parts for you. Okay.
Rose sucks.
Hey, guess what? Now that I don't have time, I can just go in anyone's house I want. What would I like? How about literally 5 repair kits? All the other stuff
Does not matter.
and also I have a bunch anyway.
Cures don't do anything on mechs.
Well, I was thinking for Gen when we get him, but yeah. I just like, I know it's not nearly as like open-ended as others, but just having all the different NPCs that you randomly talk to in these games is so comfy. There's something about it. This game and the music and everything, comfy as heck. Like, look at that. Look at that hard-hitting dialogue right there.
I just love how fast you move in this game.
I know. It is... This is normal walking speed, which is, like, okay. And then you got running, which is... Whew. Talk about speed running the world. Like, look at this. You never have to come in here, and this village is only in T260G's quest, and yet they took the time to make this. Like, this is it.
Wait, is that shadow being cast on his sprite? That's crazy.
I'll never be in this place again, ever. And it's like, they certainly went above and beyond. I don't know what these things are doing.
Yeah, it must be like a foreground, like, transparency object just being cast on the sprite, but it's such a cool effect.
Wait, I want to talk to this guy. Okay, good. I do have an enemy to destroy.
T260's plot is probably the most convoluted.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Alright, so let's go ahead up to the crater. This crater, obviously, where this ship fell a long time ago. Oh, so he's looking, based on body
Holy
part,
crap.
yeah, 30,000 plus or minus 10,000 estimated years since last mission. That thing over there. Holy crap.
So that thing at the very beginning of the game happened possibly 40,000 years ago. Saga Frontier's, like, lore is so crazy.
Yeah. It reminds me of, kind of Xenogears does that, where it's like, something happens 10,000 years later. They've kidnapped time. This is another. So this game has very weird. What's it called when you do something and the story advances?
Oh, like activating a flag.
A flag. This game has such weird flags. Like, I thought I had to go straight there. No, I have to go talk to Gen, and then it's like, they've kidnapped time. Do something. Roger. Like that drunk will be any help. More like Gen is quite literally an S-tier character.
Holy crap. Again, hearing someone will pay for his bill, he's like, heck yeah, I'll do this.
Yeah. I'm out. But yeah, Gen is literally top-tier character.
Yeah, honestly, I think Blue's the best human, but that's not fair. Gen is definitely in the top 5, maybe top 3.
Liza's definitely up there.
Yeah, the reason why I say top 5 is that I think Doll and Liza are better. So I think it's like, number 1 is Blue, and I guess number 2 is Rouge. Because
they're essentially the same.
Rouge, if you want to, Rouge can learn DSC pretty easly.
I literally don't have a stinking sword. No way. It just has to be not equipped.
I kind of don't think you get a sword for Gen.
Oh, that's... I think he picks up a steel pipe.
Yeah, it's like plot relevant.
What? Well, let's at least give him backpack, just in case. Okay. I don't know if I want to do some fights or just blow through this.
Blue, Rouge, Doll, Liza, Gen. That's my top 5.
So this is, I don't know if it's because of this game, but this is my preferred way for battles. Not random, and also you can avoid them, essentially. That's why I don't particularly love even games like I know you can't ever say anything wrong about Chrono Trigger, but even Chrono Trigger, where you can't really get away from the fights.
Chrono Trigger has so many forced encounters. Even if you're backtracking for an area already explored, there are so many forced encounters.
Yeah. Whereas this just doesn't. There's almost nothing that's forced, besides boss fights, obviously. Let's go ahead and throw a save, just in case. Yeah, this music is just constantly... This soundtrack is such a mixture of MIDI, but also real, real music, real instruments.
Yeah. It honestly might be my favorite soundtrack. It's either that or SMRPG.
I just love that MIDI... It sounds... You could be like, hey, this is from a video game, and people would be like, okay. But at the same point... At the same point, you could be like, hey, this is real music, and someone would probably be like, okay, I can see that.
Dude, imagine if Gen just learned Godfish right there. That'd be so cool.
Well, that certainly would make the upcoming battles pretty easy.
Yeah, you could just one-shot everything.
I'll even take Kick at this point. Kick would be fine.
He has Kick.
He does?
Yeah.
I thought he had just Chop.
No, it's... yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Can I please forgive me?
Never. I like how these battles are so easy. Gen, like, barely even levels up. Sometimes he just doesn't. Yep, there you go.
Nothing.
10 credits.
And he has, like, 100 HP.
Right. which goes to show you how easy that is.
So for people that didn't watch the previous playthroughs, a lot of this game is based off of your HP stat.
Oh, come on!
And higher level enemies will spawn based entirely on your HP and nothing else.
Yeah, and I forget if it's based on your average HP or the highest HP. I don't know.
That I'm not entirely sure on.
I would be curious if I had a say a cheat on, and I could just go and buy a bunch of crazy equipment and raise T260's HP really, really high. I'd be curious to see if it automatically just did that.
I'm also not sure if it mechs matter. But I guess so.
Buddha wear, more like fiber vest and Buddha wear. I also really like how when you set up your equipment, it makes sense. For instance, these 4 right here are for armor and accessories. So I can wear the fiber vest and the Buddha wear, and it makes sense because this is like a shirt I wear underneath it. But I couldn't wear 2 of these fiber vests.
No. And if you're wearing a vest, then you can also equip like gloves and shoes. But there's also like full plates of armor, like if you get the powered suit.
And that's a full suit, so because of that, you can't wear...
You can't wear helmets, you can't wear vests, you can't wear gloves, you can't wear shoes, but you can wear undershirts.
Yeah.
And you can wear accessories like necklaces and stuff.
It's one of those things, and unfortunately, as it is with Saga Frontier, it doesn't explain a single thing to you. But once you realize it, you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, and it's also very cool. But because you can start on any quest, there's no tutorial on any of the quests. You think there would be like one of the quests where it's like start here and whatever, and it's like nope, not at all.
Yeah, and I feel as if like I understand why they didn't want to, but I think like if you're playing a fresh save of Saga Frontier, I think they should force you to play one character like Red, just so you understand what's going on. It's a little bit more scripted and linear, and then after you beat Red, then you can do the other 5 characters.
Yeah, if you're new to this game and you want to play it, definitely start with Red.
But there's always a chance that you start with Lute and you literally have no idea what's happening.
I wouldn't consider...
That literally happened to me when I was playing the PS2 version of Romancing Saga. I picked Gray, and Gray is literally the Lute of that game. That was my first character. I was like, what am I doing? Where do I go?
Yeah, I would... Red's not the easiest quest by any means, but I would say because his quest starts out with the most story with it, and it kind of like spoon-feeds you in a little bit, it's definitely the way to go. Whereas even if you start on like Asylus quest, there's a lot of story, but there's a lot of like really hard fights early on.
Also, Asylus is all about flag hunting. There's so much random crap you have to do, so definitely not Asylus as the first one.
Yes, I agree.
T260 is actually kind of a decent one. The problem is that it's mostly mech-based.
Yeah, and mech-based, as we said, you don't really learn anything from it because it's all about just getting better equipment. Which, again, makes sense. Why would it mech level up when you could just, like... You were shown that they're built, so of course the better equipment you have, the better it's gonna be. I really like how they set stuff up. I think it doesn't always work perfectly. Like, monsters, I think, are essentially worthless. Oh, there we go. I was like, where do I go? Gotta press the button. Wait.
Yeah, you're good. You go up and then you go down another elevator.
Okay. It all looks the same to me right now. Also, the, I don't know what you want to call the backgrounds, but the backgrounds being, like, kinda JPEG-y, but not, is just awesome. There's not too much like it out there.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly was going on there. I guess it's just 2 JPEG, or 2 textures. One on the horizontal and one on the vertical, and then they sort of, like, have it on an angle. It's very weird.
Also, for leveling up, as we showed you, you do it after each battle sometimes. No one can truly figure out exactly how it works, but there is generally a rhyme or reason. Like, for instance, if you attack a lot, you're gonna get stuff like strength, HP, WP, which is your weapons points, up. And if you use magic, you'll get different stuff up. But it doesn't always mean that's the case.
Yeah. But it's like, if you're using magic, you can only get JP up. And if you're using weapons, you can only get WP up.
And I also find, and maybe this is just me, but sometimes when you're using certain things, like if you get hit more, I find like you have a better chance of HP going up or vitality going up. It could also just be a complete roll of the dice, but I find that the more you do stuff like that, the better chance. Stuff like intelligence goes up when you use stuff like magic.
Yeah, and even when you're using guns, it has a different subsect. It's usually like agility and stuff.
Uh-oh, please let me down, nice fellow. You better show some respect to Mr. Caballero. Then I might let you down. Respect Caballero, I'd rather die. What, you little brat? You didn't kill him, did you? You gotta be kidding. You didn't croak, did you? Don't get so upset. I didn't mean to hurt him. Life force detected. You're lucky. If anything happened to him, I would have you for lunch. Ooh.
Here we go.
He picked up a steel pipe. I don't know if that's what it shows up as. Decently tough.
Look at that fat guy.
For 3? Oh, wow. Why did you not have one of these already? Oh my god.
Because he's a worthless drunk.
Yeah, I like how they set it up where it's like... He is super, super talented, but he would rather just get drunk at, in Junk. The place called Junk.
What's his hometown? Lute? I forget.
Lute,
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm actually gonna cure. How much does that give? I never even use these. Nice! Perfect. Alright. Easy rifle. Sure. Let's learn triple thrust right now. Aww.
Much more likely to get thunder thrust.
Yeah. But then thunder thrust really leads to triple thrust. Yep. Ooh, Fiend Rod. That's the one where you can use it as a final attack and it explodes.
It's not bad as a sword. I think it has like 13 attack or something. It's definitely better than the Steel Rod.
Are you alright, Time?
Good.
I'm glad you're well, Captain Time. Captain, top priority, confirm last mission. Request permission to travel to other regions. Denied. You can't abandon your captain. Confirming last mission is top priority in my program. He's got a point. You can't get any information on decent parts around here. Time, don't you think T260G did enough for Junk already? I know that. Impossible to depart without Captain's permission. Go wherever you want then, I don't care. Well, as a... as a robot, he does not understand that he does not mean what he says.
Yeah. But at least Time came to see him off.
That's horrible, Gan. It's what he wanted. Free ride, and they even paid us. Take it. I don't think he did out of gratitude. He must have figured out what was the right thing to do. I'll take good care of him. Can we trust you again? Don't drink anymore. Okay, yep.
Yep. Sure.
And that is all you see in any of the quests of Time and Rosemary. That, like... The simple fact that it's broken into 7 quests sometimes does a little bit of a negative to me, because I'm like, okay, so they have this Uncle Taco, Time, Rosemary, and now it's like, yep.
And you can't even, like, visit Junk freely either. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, it is very strange.
Saga Frontier is infamous for being kind of rushed out the door, and it's like, I'd say it's like 60% complete in its finished state. So there's a lot of just weird stuff like that.
Aren't kids the greatest? Yeah, whatever. Got any booze? Comfy. Comfy. We're getting comfy.
Look at them.
I love these title cards.
Yeah. The I don't know who the illustrator is, but he is so good.
Now, we got our first big mission coming ahead.